Today, I want to pose a question, and it's because I always hear people throw these phrases around, these buzzwords: systemic racism, oppression, and all the things of the like. So, I have a question for you. What does that look like in 2024? Because I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what it is that these people are seeing. I don't understand what it is that they're experiencing. And I genuinely can't relate. So I want to open up the discussion for you guys to let me know, specifically in the comment section, what it is that you guys, what is this racism that you're experiencing? What is this oppression that you're experiencing? Because what I've noticed is that a lot of people tend to take experiences, basically normal human prejudice, and conflate them with race when it's really just how you present yourself or the demographic that you choose to associate yourself with. I.e., it's racist for a white guy, quote unquote. It's racist for a white guy to see a bunch of black guys walking down the street and for him to go to the other side. It's racist, right? But when people are talking about racism, is that just because of how you guys are carrying yourself, or is that because you're just black? How can you prove that this person literally just hates you because you're black and they're white? And a lot of these, that's why you tend to. And I understand that that's a very basic and simple, you know what I'm saying? Simple explanation. I'm not some scholar. I'm not somebody that's sitting up here pretending to be some scholar. But, you know, I think that when you really put these things to critical thought, you tend to find that a lot of these things boils down to just normal human prejudice, which is normal because everybody has prejudice. Because I'll tell you one thing, if I see a bunch of dudes walking down the street and they look a certain way, guess what? I'm going to move out the way too. Call me what you want. I don't care. But I just want to know what this oppression and this systemic racism that you guys experience is. What does it actually look like? Because I know that me personally, the most dangerous situations I've ever found myself in have been with people that look exactly like me. It's not a new take. It's not a hot take. The people that look like you are the people that are the most dangerous to you. You. I'm just saying. I don't have to worry about what white people are saying or are doing or what they think about me or any of that stuff. I don't have to worry about that in my real life. In real life, I don't have to worry about that. So I can't relate. So I'm asking, I want to know, what does that look like? Because guess what? It's illegal to discriminate on the basis of anything. People of color are part of a protected group, and anybody that knows, because there are some people that you really show that you've never been like in corporate or work environments, because they put you through these types of things called corporate training, and when you go through these types of trainings, guess what? You learn stuff, and you don't just learn stuff, but you're taught to do things a certain way. And that's why somebody like me, who just because I didn't go and study black black African studies, I can sit there and say that I still have a problem with equity and diversity because what they're actually teaching, because I can say from a practical sense what they're teaching. They're literally teaching you that 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 you should be included off the basis of you being part of a protected group versus based off of merit. Now, regardless of whether it's nepotism or whatever different way that people get into these positions that they get into, merit should still play a part. And even if that's to the detriment of a lot of people, I'm sorry, but society works better when things are based off of merit, because guess what? You have a reason to strive and succeed. I would hate to think that the only reason that I'm somewhere is because of the color of my skin and they just needed a diversity hire. That's me personally. Okay? But when you got situations like that, even just the fact that you can be considered a diversity hire, what system is oppressing you? What system is oppressing the diversity hire? Huh? You just got hired based off of the fact that based off of the fact of your skin color. There was a commercial I saw. I was watching a YouTube video. I can't remember whose video it was, but it was a commercial, and on that commercial, there was a guy, and he was talking about how they were committed to having 50% of their class. Oh, right. No, I remember. That was the Charlie Kirk situation. Yeah, I remember that. And they were talking about how they were committed to having 50% of their class being women of color. That means that they need to fill that slot. They need to fill that quota. So how many of those women are there because they really are qualified to be there? Or how many of those women are there because they just needed to be, because they semi-qualified and they needed to fill a spot? And how many women that were qualified got passed over because they didn't have, or how many men got passed over that were more qualified because of that? All questions that need answers. So again, I ask you, what is this systemic racism that you're experiencing right now? What is it? What is it on a mass scale? What laws, what systems, what policies, what rules, what organizations, what persons? Give me a name. Give me a name. Who is oppressing you? Who is victimizing you? Who? Let me know. I don't see it. I can't relate. So let me know. Who is doing these egregious things to you? Let me know. Let me know. Please let me know.